Hey beautiful souls, welcome to the channel. I'm Rebecca. If you've been here before, hey, sound, what are you saying? If you haven't been here before, welcome. So, I've been off for a few months, gallivanting around, learning new things, mostly trying to stay grounded through this wild time that we're living through. It's wild. The energy is nuts. I know that most of you, if not everyone, will resonate with this. So we're going to do a reading today. I feel drawn to do this reading. A bit of resistance somewhere within me, but we're going to do it. We're going to send it. The first thing that's coming through that I heard, I don't know where I heard it over the past few days, is faith is not the absence of doubt. So it's okay, because we know about this manifestation thing, right? We're aware of a law of attraction and how our thoughts become things and how we're creating our reality, and I think that sometimes creates a little bit of panic at the negative thoughts, at the bad thoughts, or dark thoughts. But I think that there's light and dark within all of us, and I also believe that sometimes the doubt and the fear can keep us safe. So it's not so much about eradicating doubt or fear completely. It's learning how to listen to the thoughts that we receive and then respond to them, consciously respond to them, rather than receiving the thoughts and then there's no, there's no gap. Yeah, patience, slow down. Yeah, rather than having the thought and then there be no gap between the thought and the response. I feel like that's a really big theme, is just learning to listen, to really be the observer of your own mind and your own thoughts, so that you're able to hear and accept and fully be with every part of you, even the parts that doubt yourself or that doubt other people, or the parts that don't trust in you or trust other people or whatever. Just because you have a thought doesn't mean you have to agree with it. So I think that's like a really big topic for this collective at the minute, is you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. So don't worry if you feel doubt or mistrust or whatever it is that's coming up. Just don't worry. Excuse me. I'm telling myself this too, We're in this together. Yeah. Just observe yourself, observe your thoughts, but don't be convinced by them. We don't need to, we don't need to be convinced by them. Yeah, intuitive communication, the silent whispers of the heart. Because that voice of doubt and fear and all of that can be so loud and so busy, and life can feel so rushed and so fast that we forget to just slow down and just have a minute or two or an hour or two, however long you can, of silence. Of just silence without stimulation, because it's in that silence that you can hear your heart. I know that sounds, to anybody who's very logically minded, it sounds strange, right? How can you hear your heart? But our body is a divine piece of, I didn't mean to say but, and our body is a divine piece of technology. So it's all communicating all the time, you know. Our heart is communicating with our brain what it feels, what's going on, you know. So sometimes I think it'll be, oh, excuse me, so good for all of us to slow down and just be in the quiet and just be with nature and just be with ourselves, so that we're able to hear the truth of what we're feeling and then respond to it consciously without going straight into autopilot. Because I feel like this is where people sometimes logically trying to change their life and change their patterns and create this manifestation and that manifestation, but they're not necessarily doing it in harmony or in unison with their feelings, because feelings matter as well. So let's take our time to really figure out how we feel and then respond, you know. This sacred pause. Have a sacred pause. Because fear and doubt will quickly lead you away from your blessings, or off of your path. You can't come off the path, but we certainly miss opportunities for blessings, or opportunities to express our love and how we actually feel, you know. In the moment there, the search, feeling lost, confused or lonely. Yeah, there's a lot of green in this as well, which again suggests the heart healing. She's sat as well with nature, you know, she's sat with leaves and on the ground. And it's what my grandma always says to me. She says, let nature minister to you. This links into the silence and the listening thing, because it's the search, right? When you feel lost, confused or lonely, we tend to search outside of us for answers, whether it be a YouTube video, a card reading, whether it be another person to talk to, or whether we just search for a distraction. Sometimes we're just delaying the inevitable by doing that, you know. Whatever, and when we do go searching as well, usually if something does help us, like a card reading like this, it will turn you inward. It's not because the answers are within me or within the cards or out here somewhere. It's because they're within you, and all I'm here to do essentially is reflect back to you what's already inside, and to myself as well, because this is a new thing I'm developing, is sitting with myself more often so that I understand where I'm at and who I am and how I feel, and then make calculated decisions about where to go and what to do next, you know. And to also know how to soothe myself when I don't feel very good, because often we search outside of ourselves for that soothing as well, and it's temporary. It doesn't fix the issue. It puts a plaster over a leaking pipe, you know. It's why people turn to substances or different behaviors, you know. And little did I know that thing I've been searching for was the silent whispers of my heart, the intuitive communication, the thing that's communicating with me all the time, which is, lo and behold, my body, my very vessel, is communicating with me all the time. And I'm learning how to listen to that now, and I think you guys are too. Yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful collective that's put in so much work, so much work to purify, to cleanse emotionally and rejuvenate. I'm just going to cover up this lady here because she's a bit... Okay. Yeah, water is prominent right now. Water is very important. Spend your time near water. Spend your time in nature, sat by the water, just listening. If you can go without your phone, do it. If you can go without like headphones or other people, do it. Something I'm noticing as well is that sometimes when I'm listening for answers, my logical sort of brain will still be trying to work everything out, when actually it's more about tuning in and with the body, being where I am, like really, really grounding and doing my best to let my mind go clear, just clear, because then I find that in the moments after that grounding... Hey Frank, my little cat, he's going out. Bye baby. In the moments after that grounding is usually when I receive the answers. Yeah, baths, showers, bodies of water, super important right now. And fire too. If really alchemizing pain, rage, anger, any of that, some frustration, the fire is really helpful. Just stare at it. And it's funny because you may not know exactly what it's doing for you, or how is that going to change my thoughts, you know, but I'm beginning to really understand the depth of the elements and how we interact with them and how they interact with us and how cleansing and clearing they are. We are so blessed. We are so blessed. I feel like another card had turned around in here before, but I'm not sure. No. Cut the deck in half, okay. Gaia, wisdom, knowledge and spiritual understanding. Yeah. We're getting it. We're really starting to get how profound this all is. And that we're not separate. We are nature. And so expect that it will do beautiful things for you and with you. Bum bum. Bum bum. There's a song coming into my head now, Trigger Hippie. I can't remember who it's by. It's like, tune in, drop out, da da, da 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 da. Oh, what is it? Love, 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 I'm a trigger hippie. Yeah. I don't know the words in between. It's gone from my brain, but it's something like that. So, what next, Spirit? What next? What do we need to know? What will be a beautiful uplifting thing for this collective to hear, to really make them feel solid in where they're at and who they are and what they're doing, so that there's clarity and trust that they're on the right path and they're doing it right, you know. Alternatively, if there's something they need to know in order to follow that guidance to adjust behaviour, then let us hear that too. For the ones that are struggling to let go, because we're now in a time of tower moments as well. It's very difficult. You guys have been doing deep shadow work. 1441, as I said that. Deep shadow work. But something else I heard as well was shadow work is not an excuse. It's not you're not finding more reasons to dislike yourself or hate yourself. That's not what this is about. It's soul fragment retrieval, you know. The shadow work is retrieving the parts of your soul that have been exiled because of judgment or because they made a mistake or whatever. And all of these parts are like different ages, you know. And when we create the belief that those parts can't exist because otherwise we'll be unsafe, they get buried. They get absolutely buried somewhere, and then the behaviors from those parts come out subconsciously. So the shadow work you've been doing has been bringing all of these parts into the light, and they're not being brought into the light to be judged and reprimanded. They're being brought into the light to be loved, to be seen, to be forgiven, and to be worked with, so that we can get their needs met directly rather than in roundabout ways, so that they can be heard, so that we give them a voice again. Sometimes when we're doing this shadow work, the voices of these fragments will come out with lots of emotion, and we're the first to hear it. And it's difficult, it's tricky sometimes, and sometimes other people hear it too. It comes out, you know. But all we can do is take responsibility for those pieces. It's okay. I hear you. I hear you. We're going to do something about this. We're going to do something about how you feel. And then the most important thing is, whatever you do about it, you do it with love. You do it with love, and not through fear, not through judgment, not through panic, not rushing. Just, I'm here with you. I love you. We will figure this out. We get to choose whether we want to continue to embody those traumatized parts as traumatized parts, or whether we nurture and nourish them back to health, back to healthy parts. This is how I think we become whole, and we start to feel whole again. And often we're searching for that in partners, right? It will never come through in partners. You can become whole together, and that's a beautiful journey. But we don't make each other whole. Well, maybe we do in a way, you know, we're all one. We're all God consciousness. Maybe that's where people reflect to us, you know, they reflect back these wounded parts, and we have to retrieve them within ourselves so that we're able to, one, love the wounded part within us, but two, bring more love to the being that's outside of us that's reflecting it. Because it's actually, when we do that, it's much more peaceful and easier to love someone for all of who they are. All of the things that trigger you or whatever. Like it's actually easier to do that. Spend less energy doing that than you do being frustrated at them. You know, in the long run, anyway. In the long run. Yeah, father wounds healing. A father's love. A father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unquantifiable, in that it can be tapped into at any time for whatever reason, whether your father is still here or has passed. A father's love is one of the strongest bonds any of us will ever experience. Relative to self-worth as well. This is why we have the yellow flower here. A father's love is so important to our comfortability being and living in the physical realm. I really believe that, because the masculine is the physical, you know. And the mother's love is the spiritual. It's very much the spiritual. Oh, okay, I'm seeing. So this is what's healing for our collective right now. What's healing is the father wounds, the masculine wounds. Whether you're a male, female, or anything in between, it's the masculine wounds that are healing right now. That are, I think you can sense this as well, that are making you feel more and more comfortable living here as a human on the planet, in the physical realm. And this will only grow. Yeah, this will only grow. That's so beautiful. Oh, yeah, ease. We're about to welcome in so much ease. We are already welcoming in so much ease and so much trust in our ability to navigate this world and what our significance, our physical significance of being here is in this world. It's healing self-worth, bringing all the soul fragments back. I think for some of you this will be actual healings with the Father. This happening with your actual Father. And for those of you who don't have a father, or who that isn't an option with because of where they're at on their own journey, you'll be healing with all of the masculine bodies around you. We have to relax into this as well. Do we need anything else, Spirit? Angel cards. Show us why angels are with us. You should be so proud of yourself. So proud of yourself. We're creating trust with the masculine right now. Because the feminine is known. The feminine energy has known for so long that it hasn't been right, and we haven't had balance. And we're at a precipice. We're on a precipice of we either take revenge or we forgive and then create the harmony that we've been after for so long, that we've known can exist. I firmly believe we're creating that harmony. 23 on the timer as I said that. We got the angel Francesca. What do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. You are the creator of your reality. I understand trauma gets in the way, and we need to also work through trauma, but as often as possible, take your time to go within that solitude, visualizing how you want it to be, how you want things to be, and how you want to be, how you want to feel, and understanding that you can relax because you're on your way there. You can relax because you're on your way there. It's not that it's just not here. It's not here, it's not here. Don't focus on when or where or how or who or any of that. Just imagine. Your imagination is so strong. All of the things around us, like houses, bridges, boats, planes, all of the phones, this phone right here, everything around us that is manifested in the physical realm started as an idea. It started as an idea. It started as a visualization. So I want to say to you, if all of these other people can do it, why not you? Why not you? Right? Sometimes we're like, oh, yeah, well, how could it be? We feel so small, right? But if we actually spent our time using our imagination and then doing things inspired by that imagery, imagination, the imagery, we can create anything, really anything. Look at what people have made in the world. It's fascinating. All of this stuff, like around like the speakers in my room, the TV, like look around. Why couldn't you create something like that? Whether it's a physical thing to like sell as a product or whatever, or whether it's your dream life, your dream in the dream country with your dream man, like you can have it any way that you want it. It's all about what you spend your time doing up here. If you spend your time up here worrying, doubting, negative, reassessing the past and believing that it's going to continue on that way because we're built for pattern recognition, right? Your brain will do anything it can to prove you right. Your reality will do anything it can to prove you right. So what do you want to be right about? What do you actually want to be right about? Not what do you want to be right about because it will feel good because you'll prove somebody else wrong, but actually if you were right about that thing it would mean something horrible and really painful and hurtful. What do you want to be right about? I want to be right about all the places I'm going to go, all the beautiful things I'm going to see, all the beautiful memories I'll create before I'm on my deathbed. Where that will lead, how many people I can make smile, how many people will make me smile. One more. What do you desire right now? Francesca's saying, what do you desire right now? This is how Jesus healed people. I'm not Christian by any means, but I believe that these people existed. You know, these prophets and different people around the world existed. This is what Jesus did. He knew people's wellness. His mind was so attuned to nature and the way and how this reality works that he was able to heal people because he never believed they were sick. All he saw is their wellness and their potential for wellness. And so simply by his touch, by his presence, people would become more well. We can do that for ourselves and ultimately other people as well, but their own resistance may get in the way when we're not around, or, you know, people like to have their pain acknowledged, and I understand that, I really do, deeply. Sometimes so much so that we solidify it even more. And then we're like, crap. That thing again, you know. We've got Celeste. A happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positive new energy. Next year, my darling, you will have a completely different life. You will have moved. You will be around completely different people. New job, new environments. It's all going to be different because you've asked for it. And this year has been the year of the snake, the year of letting go, shedding the skin, shedding the layers, shedding the habits. Now we're transitioning into the year of the horse, which is let's go. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Let's do it. Wow. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we got Rochelle. I think that's how you say it. Rochelle. As you honour and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. Yeah, so this, for you guys, is a time of deep listening, silence, solitude, journaling, being outside with nature, going for walks. This will be the time where you really bring all of those pieces together of what you wish to feel, where you wish to be, what you want it to look like, how it's going to feel as well. Really tune into how it's going to feel and let your heart go there. Let your entire being be flooded with, oh my gosh, wow, you know, that all of the feelings that are going to come in as you have these new things, as you're blessed with these new things in your life. You're the one painting the picture. You get to choose what you're going to paint. So make it things you love to look at. I'm just noticing my sunflower on my hoodie again. That's so funny. I was gonna look up what the sunflowers symbolize. I'm recording with my phone. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 3s are important. I love you guys so much. Thank you for sticking around. If you made it to the end of the video, drop a purple heart in the comments. I love you. Trust the process. Oh, it's going to be so good. For now, rest, relax, go inward, turn off stimulation for a bit. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart's desires, and it's all coming in. Ooh, shivers. Be blessed, be well, be happy. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. Whatever you celebrate, wherever you are in the world, I'm sending you all my love.